A very good day to Doctor. We are from Group 24 and our title is B12, Corrections in Engineering Industry. My name is Lee Wen and I will start with the introductions of the topic. So the field of engineering stands as the cornerstone of modern society, driving innovation and shaping infrastructure. Yet despite all of the good that the engineering industry continue to impact to the society, the industry is perceived to be tainted with corruptions. In the engineering industry, corruption can occur in various forms, such as the kickbacks and bribery, bid rigging and collusions, fraud and conflicts of interest. The IEM regulations on professional conduct serve as a beacon of ethical guidance for engineers in Malaysia, which outlines the code of conduct. However, the IEM regulations can become a double-edged sword that faced with the corruptions. On one hand, they may choose to remain silent about the corrupt practices. On the other hand, they may opt to become whistleblowers, risking their professional careers and even personal safety in pursuit of ethical rectitude. So in this study, we want to explore the insidious nature of the corruptions in the engineering industry, outlining actionable strategies and recommendations for promoting ethical conduct. And also we discuss on whether we should remain silent or become a whistleblower when deal with corruptions in engineering industry.
Hi, my name is Zhe Xi, and I will discuss on the type and cause of corruption in engineering industry. There are many types of corruption, including bribery, embezzlement, fraud, extortion, nepotism, cronyism, patronage, conflict of interest, and negligence. For the cause of bribery, first, individual may engage in bribery in order to gain personal advantage. Next, the lack of transparency in decision making also causes bribery to occur easily without being detected. Third, inadequate enforcement of anti-corruption laws makes perpetrators believe that they can get away with it easily, making them more likely to engage in corruption practice. For the cause of fraud, first, in competitive environment, individual may resort to fraudulent practice to meet certain expectation. Second, fraud is more likely to happen for organization with complex system and weak internal controls because fraud is less likely to be detected. For cause of conflict of interest, first, professional financial interests may influence their professional judgment in making decisions. Second, failure to disclose potential conflicts of interest can cause problems by preventing stakeholders from accessing the impartiality of decision makers. Third, when organizations have limited options to choose from, it can lead them to prioritize their own interests over those they serve.
I'm Yoshinii and I'll brief about the impacts of corruption. It is important to understand and analyze the impacts of corruption practices to implement preventative measures and corrective actions. Reduced investment, inefficient resource allocation, and briberies impacts the economic development and lead to increased poverty. Corruption disrupts social norms of fairness and creates a culture of impunity where unethical behavior is tolerated, ultimately leading public to lose interest on institutions and government. Corrupt government prioritizes personal gain over public interest, leading to poorly implemented public policies and reduced accountability in government operations. Last but not least, corruption leads to ineffective enforcement of environmental regulations, leading to environmental degradation. It is important to combat corruption since corruption has a ripple effect across various aspects of society. Now I'll pass the floor to Kok Xiang.
Hi, I'm Teh Kok Xiang. Engineers have a social responsibility to the public safety and environmental protection by upholding professional standards and regulation. I will discuss what are the technical or engineering issues that may potentially happen and what are the scenarios when whistleblowing is necessary and important. First one, safety concerns, such as when the organization utilizes a faulty equipment or does not follow to the safety measures. Second, environmental impact. When a chemical plant releases harmful and toxic wastewater to the river or the environment, or disregarding environmental regulation, the engineer who witnessed this situation should lodge a report to the Department of Environment. Third, data manipulation, such as cutting corners in quality control in order to secure funding, secure a sales contract, or achieving regulatory approval. However, engineers often get silenced by their company, contractors, or government officials when handling a project due to conflict of interest. For example, in March 2024, an ex-Boeing employee and a whistleblower, John Barnett, was found suicide when the previous year he has exposed a lot of the safety measure-related news to the public. Therefore, whistleblowers should be protected by their local engineering agencies to ensure that their personal safety is not compromised while disclosing the wrongdoings of their organizations. Recently, BEM Malaysia has launched a whistleblower policy to create a platform for anyone to report anonymously to provide protection to those who report the allegations.
Hi, I am Hong Kiat. I would like to present on ethical reasons why the engineer should become a whistleblower. Firstly, being a whistleblower is part of engineer's obligation. According to one of Code of Ethics by National Society of Professional Engineers, one should conduct themselves honorably, responsibly, ethically, and lawfully to enhance the honor, reputation, and usefulness of the profession. So an engineer should do anything to uphold the honor and reputation of the profession. For example, reporting to authorities for any possible corruption. Next, safety and quality of project is downgraded if corruption is not taken seriously. It's not uncommon to see the usage of unsafe and low quality material during construction and bypassing safety standards during inspection due to bribery. The result of this negligence will cause the end users a harm during their daily use and evacuation during emergency. As an engineer, we should prioritize safety, health, and welfare of public. Therefore, the action mentioned just now should be condemned. The last reason is corruption stains reputation and honor of engineering profession. If corruption is not eliminated, public will have a negative impression that engineering is a field that prioritizes profit and expediency over public welfare. As a result, we have less fresh blood joining the industry due to the fear of negative culture. So corruption is the main obstacle in development of community and the progression of technology. As a conclusion, the engineer should become a whistleblower for corruption in engineering to ensure the field is clean and is always welcoming new fresh blood to join the industry.
I am Cheah Mei Yun. The recommendations to prevent similar problems in the future are strengthen professional ethics education. Engineering educational programs should place a stronger emphasis on professional ethics, integrity, and the consequences of unethical practices through dedicated courses and interactive workshops. Next, implement robust whistleblower protection policies. Engineering firms should establish clear and robust whistleblower protection policies that encourage employees to report unethical practices without fear, which may outline the reporting procedures, anonymity provisions, and safeguards for whistleblowers. Next, promote a culture of integrity. Engineering firms should actively promote a culture of integrity, transparency, and accountability through regular ethics training, strong leadership commitment, and the implementation of effective compliance. Next, enhance the industry-wide collaboration. The engineering industry should collaborate more closely with regulatory bodies, professional associations, and government agencies to establish and enforce stricter ethical standards and anti-corruption measures. Next, implement regular audits and inspections. Regular audits and inspection by independent third-party organizations or regulatory bodies can help to identify potential unethical practices or corruption. Lastly, strengthen penalties and consequences. Review and strengthen the penalties and consequences for unethical practices and corruption, which may involve increase in monitoring, audits, and enforcement actions against unethical behaviors. So by addressing corruption and unethical practices, promote a culture of integrity and implementing robust preventive measures, the engineering profession can regain the public trust and uphold its essential role in safeguarding public safety and advancing technological process. In conclusion, corruption manifests in various forms. In our opinion, whistleblowers play a crucial role in combating the corruptions and initiating investigation. The Board of Engineers Malaysia has recently launched a whistleblower policy to protect those who make the report and disclose any improper conduct by a BEM registered person. The discussion covers the causes and impact of corruptions in the engineering industry, from economic stagnation and social inequality to environmental degradations and political instability. The ethical and engineering issue discussed underscore the intersections of corruption with safety concerns, environmental impact, and data falsification. Recommendation to prevent future occurrence includes the implementations of whistleblower protection policy, promoting integrity culture, and conducting regular audit and imposing stricter penalties. Through collective actions and commitment to ethical principle, engineers can navigate the ethical dilemma posed by corruption, upholding professional integrity within the engineering industry.